McDonald's has drastically transformed its appearance from its California beginnings in the 1950s. From menu changes to various logo choices to completely altering the architecture of their restaurants. But one of the most notable changes to McDonald's in recent years is the absence of their long-standing mascot, Ronald McDonald. So what happened to Ronald McDonald, the unforgettable face of McDonald's for decades, only to seemingly vanish into thin air, absent from all company branding?
Gucci, Gucci, goo. It just needed a good tickle.
My name is McFoodie, and today on Food Thoughts, we explore the real reason Ronald McDonald disappeared. Taking a look at how Ronald came onto the fast food scene, the strict guidance Ronald must follow as a company mascot, and inevitably his fall from grace in modern times. The birth of Ronald McDonald can be traced back to the popularity of Bozo the Clown. Introduced to the United States in 1946, Bozo quickly became the hottest clown on the block, and was even dubbed the world's most famous clown. Bozo was portrayed by a radio personality, Willard Scott, from 1959 till 1962. And speaking in his book, Joy of Living, Willard goes on to say that there was something about the combination of hamburgers and Bozo that was irresistible to kids. That's why when Bozo went off air, the local McDonald's asked me to come up with a new character to take Bozo's place. So I sat down and created Ronald McDonald, and from this, he was born.
Now where is that clown? Oh, Ronald! Ronald! Hey, Ronald! Here I am, kid. Hey, isn't watching TV fun?
The first Ronald McDonald featured a cardboard tray for a hat and a paper cup for a nose. A rough-looking budget clown who probably didn't convert all too well in appealing to children. McDonald's decided Ronald needed a new look and hired Ringling Bros clown Michael Poliakov's Coco the Clown to reshape the look of Ronald McDonald. Poliakov came up with the new look for the character, and Willard Scott was fired and replaced by a new actor, Bev Bergeron. Since Bergeron, only a handful of actors have had the privileged role of playing the official Ronald McDonald, with the company only recognising 9 actors playing him since 1960.
Ready to party, guys?
McDonald's like to keep the illusion and insist that Ronald is real and lives in a fantasy world called McDonaldland, where he has adventures with his friends Grimace, Hamburglar and Birdie the Early Bird, to name a few. The actors who portrayed Ronald McDonald have to follow strict guidelines set by McDonald's in order to keep the character consistent. The company even has a rule in place which prevents 2 or more Ronalds from appearing in the same place at once. The Baltimore Sun once tried to catch McDonald's out and asked how Ronald appears in so many places at once, to which McDonald's replied, "If I told you all my secrets, they wouldn't be secrets anymore. Let's just say that between you, me and Santa, it's magic." Actors playing Ronald are also forbidden from disclosing their real name and identity, whilst in costume, and aren't even allowed to take the Ronald costume home with them. Actors take playing Ronald seriously, and once an actor dressed in full costume and makeup was involved in a car accident, and when asked for his details, hilariously gave his name as Ronald McDonald. Talk about staying in character. Former Ronald, AJ, wrote a guide titled Ronald and How, which the company used from 1972 and was intended to be used to easily train new employees on becoming Ronald. The guide covered everything from character's history, applying makeup, interacting with the children, and much more. Ronald's actors were also told that if a child ever asked where a hamburger came from, they must say it grew in McDonaldland and was picked whole. This was to stay in line with a series of child-targeted adverts the company were running at the time. Easier to say than they come from slaughtering 500,000 cows a year, I guess. Moving on to more modern times, the fast food restaurant attempted to modernise Ronald and distance themselves from accusations that the character exists only as a bridge between children and unhealthy eating. To distance themselves from this, McDonald's decided to push Ronald as an advocate for healthier eating himself, appearing as less of a character of the company but more of a spokesman. In 2002, the company claimed he would appear less and less, with one company spokesman writing that he reminds me of Mickey Mouse, iconic but dated. In 2003, the company stated that the character was promoted from mascot to Chief Happiness Officer. Honestly, at this point, just give him his redundancy check and let him retire. What on earth is a Chief Happiness Officer? In 2005, the McDonald's showed Ronald to be a global ambassador of fun, fitness and children's well-being. It was here that the downfall of Ronald McDonald was in full swing, slowly dwindling out from the company's advertisements and promotions. The company explained that Ronald was still around, just he was spending most of his time working behind the scenes on Ronald McDonald House charities. In 2012, McDonald's again tried to revamp the character by hiring designer Anne Holdward to update his look. He was unveiled in 2014 in a new bow tie and blazer combo. This change came after McDonald's said Ronald would need to take on a new role on social media. On this day, this change was announced, however, the top trending hashtag was #NotLovingIt. What a way to knock the confidence of an award-winning costume designer. Poor Anne. In 2016, the world was shocked when clown sightings began happening all across the US. People would dress as evil clowns in settings near forests, schools, parking lots, and in other parts of the city at night. In response to these events, McDonald's issued a statement claiming that Ronald would be making less and less appearances due to the current climate around clown sightings. This was arguably the perfect opportunity for McDonald's to ditch this anchor attached to their brand. This is seemingly what the company has chosen to do, as Ronald for now remains absent from current McDonald's branding. However, if you're still longing for another glimpse at Ronald McDonald for old time's sake, then fear not, because Ronald McDonald hasn't been totally erased from the company's branding. Every year, Ronald McDonald still represents the company in Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, during which McDonald's flies a huge Ronald McDonald balloon through the streets of Manhattan. And there we have it. That is the story of Ronald McDonald's fame and demise. If you enjoyed this video, why not subscribe to the Food Thoughts YouTube channel, where we explore all things food, from facts to conspiracy theories to forgotten history. Let us know down below what video you'd like to see us make next. Anyway, until next time, this was McFoodie on the real reason Ronald McDonald disappeared.